Alright, we should be good to go. Alright, let's just drop in. Unfortunately, we were already done with the KC Cup, so we're just going to jump into what I guess is like the next best thing, just doing PvP. Just like a chill Duel Links stream before we have like the whole Arc V, the Arc V movement taking over. Because honestly, I'm going to be pretty intrigued to see how pendulums shape the game. Like, again, that's going to be changing a bunch of stuff. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yo, Koros, welcome. It's good to see you. We just went live, and we got followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, about 10 bots. Whoa, let's go. We got followed by 10 bots. Let's go. Koros, Huggles, it's good to see you. Hope you're both doing well. How is it going? Koros is first. Let's go. All right. Sorry, like the random bot follows just kind of distracted me. So reveal Gaia. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna reveal Gaia. We're gonna grab ourselves a Curse of Dragonfire, which is really solid. But I hope you both are doing well. And Koros, I'm sorry, Huggles, you won. You not lost. What are you talking about? Seriously, it's insane. Like, I've seen so many people just posting on social media like they've been falling by bots constantly. For the most part, we've kind of been spared, which is kind of nice. But, you know, there are some days where it just constantly happens. I might have to, like, look into, like, mass ways to deal with it, you know? Yo, welcome, Hopesy. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. How's it going? How's the new work job going? Going to go with Gamble there. All right, there we go. Let's close the pop-out here. And also, Huckles, thank you for paying the bit text. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Set that all. And we also good for a Dark Flare Dragon extra if we actually absolutely need to have it. So we are good. Let's go. Things are going well tonight. I believe the original Psychonauts and loving it. There you go. I'm glad to hear that you like the original one. Is there, like... You gotta let me know how much better or different it is between the first one and the second one. Because you played the second one first, right? Back need to ban. Huggles, I mean, I appreciate you, Huggles. I was going to take care of it myself afterwards if it didn't get, like, you know, whatever. But, you know, I appreciate you. Don't tag me or anything, I might ban you. I mean, I could, you know, tag Huggles all I want. Yo, they're playing Swift Guy the Fierce Knight. This is legit. Let's go. I mean, that's a nice little play you're doing there. But, you know, my Treacherous Trap Hole is, you know, it's too strong. Let's go. Get rid of both. I mean, honestly, yeah, no, that's fine. Because we can just summon this next turn and potentially go for game. Because this also shuts down stuff during the battle phase. Oh, they have a face down. That's concerning. Oh, that is concerning. Do I want to keep it? Yeah, we'll keep it. Just in case. 10 years old, so the original is rough around the edges, but I'll let you know when I have to beat it. Yo, I appreciate it, Koros. I know it's been an old game for sure, and I remember... Dab. I remember watching Logical stream and play it, and like it did show its age pretty easily, but it still looked like a pretty good fun time. I do have Psychonauts 1 already on the PS4 port, so I might have to look into it. We are gaming. Let's go. Yo, welcome ATM. It is good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. How's it going, dude? We haven't really got to talk too much today, but I appreciate you for the help that you gave me earlier for Da Vinci. Like, I actually did finish up the first draft of the Hades script, so that's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be coming out a lot quicker than the Balan Wonderworld, but because that just took forever. All right, man, I'm doing all right, A-Team. I appreciate you, man. I've been fighting this weird headache. I took some ibuprofen, and then when I saw the bot raid, it didn't make it any better. But Huggles is being a champ. I cannot stress how great I am appreciative of Huggles. But how are you doing, dude? Anything fun today? Little pickle. Let's go. But yeah, I can't wait to dabble into it. I'm also pretty excited because tomorrow we're going to be doing Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart starting around 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah, Hopes. Yes, as soon as I started, like 4 minutes ago, I got followed by like 20 different accounts, all starting with gun, and then a bunch of like different subsidiaries. So it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying. So they're gonna go with Utopia. That is what it is. So they have a face down I don't like, but that's okay. Yes, we drew into Cursed Dragonfire, so that's actually really good. So first off, we're gonna use this Mythical Space Typhoon. We're gonna get rid of the back row because I don't trust anymore that I can throw it. I have a headache today too. Did you do anything for it? Because ultimately, I decided to man up and finally just take some Tylenol. Because again, that's not super rough in my stomach, and we're gaming now. Stupid bots. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like, I get the point, but like, come on, stop. There's, like, it's just annoying, and also, like, again, no, everybody knows what not to do. It's just so annoying. I hope Twitch does address it at some point, you know? Like, I love the platform, don't get me wrong. I really do love Twitch. I love live streaming and everything, but I just wish this would be handled in a different fashion, you know? We're going to keep that because we're going to go for an OTK because we can prevent them from doing stuff during the battle phase. So it's going to be good. Yo, Ashish, welcome. It's good to see you, man. How are you doing? Hope I'm glad to hear that you're also feeling better, Ashish, because I know you did mention that you were feeling not the best recently. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing well, my dude. I think we're good. So we can special summon Dark Flare, actually, now, too, by banishing these two. Yo, Tyrone! Dude, thank you so much for the raid. It's been a little bit. How are you doing, Tyrone? Yo, can I get a shout out for Tyrone? Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but how are you doing, my dude? It's been a little bit. Yo, also, thank you so much for the file, Tyrone. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, I was dumb, and I forgot to actually use my ability to switch over to a different one, so we are terrible at this game. They were playing Persona 5 The Royal. Really cool streamer. I found them playing Persona 5 Royal not too long, like about a month or two ago, and it was just a really good time. Really cool streamer. Definitely go check them out. They do a little bit of variety things. Like, I think I remember seeing them even doing stuff like Shadow the Hedgehog, if I'm not mistaken. You know, if you're playing Shadow the Hedgehog, you're a man of culture. Persona, so good. How far are you currently in Persona 5 Royal? Tell me, how are you enjoying it so far? So, we're going to bop these two, because once they have nothing left in the hand, then we're gaming. Pure value, let's go. Jesus. Who shot me? Oh, it's Raptor. It's always Raptor. Welcome, Raptor. It's good to see you, man. Finished out of the Hedgehog. Did you do all the endings or just one of them so far? We're 100 hours in. I'm hoping... By that, I hope you mean you're 100 hours of Persona 5 Royal. Because if you're 100 hours in Shadow the Hedgehog... By God, I'm so sorry to hear that. We're going to go for game. Let's just do it. Pendulums are coming to Duel Links. Is that a good idea with Duel Links rules? It depends. I mean, it ultimately depends, Ashish, on what cards they bring to Duel Links for Pendulum support. It just really depends, you know? I'm hoping they do the right thing, but we'll figure it out. Yo, Mr. MSAC35, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Metal community. Call me Azim. All right, sounds good. I love it. Welcome, Azim. Did you come in with Tyrone's raid? I hope you're having a great day so far. Sorry, it's been a really weird stream. We've only been streaming for 7 minutes. We already got followed by 20 bots, so it's been a little bit interesting. But how's everybody in chat doing? Please tell me how your days are going on. We're good with that. But it's good to see you, Raptor. How are you doing, man? By the way, Raptor, I'm terrified. Are you ultimately going to make me play Shin Megami Tensei 3 Master, or are you going to make me play DK64? Either way, I'm technically ready. We vibe and let's go. 3 endings for the Shadow the Hedgehog, and Hero, Neutral, and Dark. That's why I'm done with that game. Also, you can follow for more details. It sounds good. Because, I mean, I know... Because I know that, Shadow has, like, a bunch of different, like, pseudo-endings to, like, get to, like, the true ending. But, you know, it is interesting. There you go, ATM. For whatever reason, I think I need to change the permissions, but there you go. If anybody does want to join the Discord, we have a growing community who are passionate about anime, gaming, a little bit of everything. We would love to have you in our growing community. Production Dragons are finally coming to Vanguard 0 in 3 days. Who dropped the ooh-woo? Hopesie, thank you for the 10 bits for the ooh-woo. By the way, you never told me, Hopesie, how's the work going so far for you? I know we haven't really talked about it in a few days. But does that mean... What does that mean, Ashish? Like, I'm still very, very noobish when it comes to Vanguard 0. It's work. I mean, that's fair. That is totally fair. It's fine. I'm glad to hear that it's fine. So they're busting out a Stardust Dragon. I'm not too concerned with that, honestly. We could just attack over it. We also have MST, which is good, so we can deal with back row, which is fine. Gotta let the animation go for this one. They're an archetype. I kind of figured as much. So Shooting Star Row is going to be able to drop a Formula Synchron. Okay, so now I can't attack over this. Thing is dumb. Alright. So how do we deal with Shooting Star Dragon? The ultimate answer is that we don't really have a means of dealing with it. Unless... I mean, if I drop another card, I potentially could do something. Shooting Star Dragon rules, boys. Let's go. It's a... Like, I'm playing Gaia, so, like, I kind of had to, like, actually, like, use some thinking to, like, get around it, but it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine, right? Once returned against players, when a card effect is activated, that would destroy. Okay, so... What are you going to go back to our Shadowverse? Yo, Flower Boy, welcome, dude. It's good to see you. When are we going to go to Flower Boy, or we're going to go back to Shadowverse? Probably next week, dude. So let's set that back in. Give me this. Actually, that didn't even really do anything, ultimately. So we're going to MST this really quick. Gaia Azuf. I mean, I just like it because it's kind of like a better version of my favorite deck, which is Ancient Gears. Which is fine. Oh. Why would you... Okay, so... I mean, I'm not a good player at this, but... That must be a pretty important trap. So let's see what we can do here. So we're going to throw out Gaia. We're going to drop this, too. They don't really get supported afterwards in the Stride era, but they were really fun at the time, so I'm glad to be able to relive it. I mean, that is fair, dude. Like, having, like, you know, Duel Links and, like, you know, Vanguard Zero, like, different game formats... It is pretty nice because you can kind of, you know, replay some of the decks and stuff that you really liked. Because unfortunately, like, you know, Harpies, one of my favorite decks in the TCG, has been very dead for so long. But with Duel Links, you know, it's pretty thriving. It is still pretty thriving. So, I mean, ultimately, the fact that they used this to destroy my MSD wasn't the worst thing. I got over it. So, with any luck, if they do try to, like, you know, Synchro Swarm, Treacherous Trap Hole, if not, we might be getting lucky and just, like, draw, like, a Forbidden Chalice or something. So we'll see what actually happens. I also watched Hello World today. I don't know if I like it or not. I don't even know what Hello World is. It's like an anime or something like that. Yo, we're actually facing off against JoJo. Let's do it. Oh man, that's kind of not what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to like try to like swarm, but that's okay. Okay, nice. Let's go, GG. That works. That works. They just didn't have an out or anything. So, I mean, I'm totally okay with that. And that puts me into gold rank. Again, we don't play PvP too often, but when we do, we're starting from the bottom, boys. GG. Let's go. Bought Steven a game he's been waiting for ages. Yo, that is awesome. Diablo 2 Resurrected. Let me know if it's good. Like, because... I've really been tempted about buying Diablo 2 Resurrected. I had a lot of great memories watching my friends play Diablo 2 back in the heyday, like in the early 2000s. So if anybody has any experience with the Resurrected, let me know if it's good or not, because I've been tempted about picking it up for PS5. Gaia is nuts. Gaia in a nutshell. Gaia can be pretty nuts. Like, the fact that it just restricts the battle phase, I kind of like it, and I kind of hate it at the same time. If you're nothing but a true duelist, I expect nothing less than your best strategies. I mean, Yugi... Oh! They're busting out a polymerization right out of the gate. Oh, it's a mirror match. Alright. That's pretty cool. Let's go with the mirror matches. Let's go. So, Spiral Spear Trike. Okay, so it gives it piercing and also gives us like a Pot of Greed-like effect. Duel Links has a good variety of cards. LOL, I played OG Yu-Gi-Oh, so I had to learn about Secret Summoning and XC Summoning. Quiet Box TV, welcome to the community. It's great to see you. Hope you're having a great afternoon, day, night, whatever time it is for you. Yeah, Duel Links definitely... It definitely is a nice throwback to like a more simpler time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I've been playing the TCG and keeping up with it for the time being, but just playing Duel Links honestly feels a little bit more fun. Because, again, it's not... Like, normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now is just super fast-paced, you know? So this has been a lot of fun for me. How are you doing? What is your favorite deck in Duel Links, if you don't mind me asking? Yo, Super Puffy, welcome. The best duck on Twitch. How are you doing, Puffy? We're about to ruin... I hate to say it, but we're about to ruin this entire man's career. We're about to, like, seriously ruin this entire man's career. And because, like, we're opening up pretty nuts right now. Because here's what we're going to do. I mean, we could have destroyed his field spell, but it doesn't really do anything for us. So we're gonna make not one, but two of these guys. And then we're just going to do some bunch of damage here. We're going to be popping off. Alright, so that's number one. And then Dragon Mirror's like, yo, let's do it. No, we're not going to use the effect just yet. Yeah, I kind of feel bad, but I kind of don't, too. Like, we've had a bunch of these cards, like, in reserve, so I'm ready for it. Hello World's been a super interesting beginning and premise, but the ending was confusing for my 2 brain cells. I doubt it. Was it, like, did it just not make a lot of sense? Or what was, like, the thing that kind of... Actually, we can talk about it later, so it doesn't spoil anything for that. All right, and now what we can then do is just simply use Forbidden Chalice, negate this dude's effect, and then restore back to 3,000, well, 26, and then just go for game. That was so dumb. Like, I feel like that was probably one of the best openings I could possibly have. Like, the only thing better would be if this guy was, like, Tretch instead. Like, that would make it, like, almost a perfect opening hand, but that was just so dumb. GG. If it comes down to it, I might just switch over to, like, a different deck. Like, maybe if I wanted to play something still kind of relevant, I could play Harpies, or if I wanted to, I could just throw out Ancient Gears, because Ancient Gears is just so much fun. Let's go. Metallic is too good. No, Metallic is not too good. Metallic is not good. Like, again, we're just, you know, kind of getting lucky. But no, Metallic is not good. Don't listen to Huggles. Unless Huggles is saying, like, you're a great person. No, you're good. Then totally listen to that. But no, Metallic is not good at all. The ending pretty much said if none of the events that happened mattered at all. That is so weird. That is a weird way to end a series for sure, man. I mean, we have some stuff we could do. He's probably playing Blue Eyes, so they don't have, like, a lot of back row. They're also probably playing Ultimate Dragon. Yeah, they are. Okay, so ultimately, that's fine. So I guess we can use this. Might as well get, like, you know, the utility right now. It's not a series, it's a movie. Oh, a movie. I mean, that makes sense why I didn't hear about it at all, you know? Because if it was an anime, I feel like I probably would have seen it, like, you know, being discussed in the Discord or something like that. But I don't know, like, movies like that for me just don't do much, you know? Because ultimately, like, it just seems like you're like, well, wait, did I just waste my time for the whole story, or what be the case, you know? No, we're not gonna do that. We'll keep one. The ride looks pretty good, though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of the emotes I get to see from different content creators is amazing. I love it. I mean, ultimately, what would you rather face off against? Blue Eyes, or you know, Gaia? You know, like, that's kind of like how it comes down to at this point. Because, I mean, personally, I think I'd rather face off against Gaia. Okay, so cards of consonants. Oh, okay, so we're going to get a Blue Eyes, so that's fine. So draw 2 and then get a Blue Eyes. Let's see. The new Pokemon Evolutions episodes are really good. Is that the one recently that's been, like, kind of, like, being promoted where, like, it has the one person from, I think it's, like, Sun and Moon. I think her name is Lily. Is that the one? Or... Because, like, I haven't really looked too much into Pokemon Evolutions. They're 1 shorts per region. Interesting. I might have to look into it. Because honestly, I'm going to be real with you. I haven't really spent too much time looking into it. Ultimate Providence. Let's go. So good. The ending sucked, but it looked really good visually. But I mean, the fact that the ending sucked, though, like the big payoff, like, is it, like, you know, ultimately, is it worth watching? It's kind of hard to say for me, honestly. Ooh, that's a nice card. That's a nice card. Yo, yes, it's good to see you. How's life? Miss you. Oh, miss you as well, dude. Thank you so much for dropping in. How is life? It's been pretty hectic, man. I wouldn't say hectic is the right word, but it's been very much a lot of change happening in a very short amount of time, you know? Some ups, some downs, but that's just how life is, you know? How are you doing, yes? How did, I believe you mentioned that you were going to, prom. How did that go, my dude? Yeah, I mean, that's going to get banished anyway, so it is what it is. So, let's go to battle phase. We'll swing for that. They're going to be dropping probably something bad, so that's fine. That's fine. So, they're probably going to get rid of Galloping Gaia or probably Tretch. We'll figure it out, though. The big payoff. There is no payoff, though. What was the point of the movie? No, I'm just kidding. Like, I feel like the movies have to, like, have, like, a really satisfying conclusion. Otherwise, you just feel like you wasted your time that entire experience, you know? It was good. Dude, I'm glad to hear that, man. Oh, he's just something a regular Blue Eyes. We're gaming. I'm glad to hear that it was good, man. Because, like, again, I know with the whole COVID-19 pandemic going on, it definitely probably would make things a little bit more difficult. Yo, Juicy Absolute, the myth, the legend himself. Welcome. Can we get a shout out for Juicy Absolute? A really great Twitch streamer. And it is super glad to see that they're going back. They've also been playing Hollow Knight and killing it at it. So, But yeah, Juicy, it's good to see you, man. Now that we're kind of like on a similar, what am I trying to say? Time zone. How are you doing, Juicy? Yes, Hollow Knight. It was so good. Like, just watching people stream Hollow Knight and just play it, I'm like, oh, I remember all these. It's so good. Neo, Blue Eyes, Ultimate Dragon. Jesus. Hopesie, thank you for the scream for 50 bits. I appreciate you. Okay, paragraph time. At the end of the damage... Okay, that doesn't matter. Up to twice... Okay, so that kind of matters. It was very brutal, ATM. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but I'm also kind of not sorry. We'll use Gaia's effect to just destroy this. And then that way if they try dropping anything else, we have Tretch. So we can pop this if we ultimately have to. Bro. You go from one dragon with 3 heads to another dragon. Isn't this fun? I don't even know what D-Buy does. Like, it has even a bigger paragraph than the first one. Yo, this Hollow Knight is so freaking good. It is so freaking good, dude. I'm really excited for Silk Song. I cannot wait. When it face a bluest monster controlled, destroyed by a blah blah blah, especially summons inflicts 600 attack. This card's normal special target one dragon type monster in your graveyard. This card's attack becomes equal to that. If this card in the field is destroyed by a card effect, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. That is terrifying, but not ultimately the worst. We'll allow it to resolve. We'll allow it to resolve. You will see how much stronger I am. I mean, we're not going to die just yet, Kaiba, so we're going to activate this and just get rid of them. In other news, One Piece is crazy good this week. I've heard. Even Metallic is, like, hearing what's going on with, One Piece, and it's insane. Like, so good. Oh, this is not good. Like, whoever can draw into a decent normal summon can kind of win at this point. I can't cycle anything. I don't have any discard outlets, so let's give them our best poker face. We're gonna give them our best poker face we possibly can. You definitely need to catch up, my dude. I mean, I'm kind of caught up, Ashish, but I'm not reading or watching the manga too consistently. But I do know what's going on. Like, it's insane. We may have a chance. Let's do it. Hopes he is.
Metal is the best, isn't he, y'all?
100% disagree. Metal is sus. But I appreciate the 100 bits. Thank you so much, Hopes. Yes, you did not have to do that. But thank you. Metal is not the best. Metal is literally bluffing on a Mystical Space Typhoon. What are you doing now, Kaiba? Yeah, no. That's it.
Don't say you aren't, you know you are Metal 6 love.
Opsius, you're having... No, I'm just kidding. But Opsius, thank you for the 100 bits again. No. I mean, we just lost. It's all good, though. It's all good. Oh, he even had a normal summon. This man here. Oh, that's okay. Let's continue. That's fine. What is he going to do, though? Because, like, he's got Blue Eyes Alternative Light Dragon. He's got Protector. He's just going to be, like, super flexing at this point. Which is fine. Mirror Force won't help me now, Ashish. Even Mirror Force won't do me any good. I mean, actually, it would. Like, not going to lie. But this deck doesn't have Mirror Force. Because then we have to get rid of this card. Alright, so before we go down, I'm going down swinging. In response, activate Mystical Space Typhoon. Get rid of Galloping Gaia. Now come Kaiba. We're done. Alright. GG, everybody. GG. That was okay. We'll give him a nice. You know, that was actually pretty cool. We'll also save the replay, so I have, you know, the memory to live on. Though we almost came this close to beating Kaiba. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
M. Kaiba boy.
M. Kaiba boy. If it was being authentic, and I also hope to thank you for the 100 bits. You can stop now, but like it'd be like, Kaiba boy. You know, Kaiba, I think that you finally defeated young Yugi. All that good stuff. I can't do his afflictions correctly. Gee, I wonder what we're playing against.
Stop, you said? I think it is time to riot.
Oopsies. No, that's me and Huggles' gimmick. That is me and Huggles' gimmick. What are you doing? They have one extra deck card. Maybe they're playing Grandpa's cards. I'm not too sure. But also, I think you got the 100 bits. If you keep this up, Again, I'll have no choice but to appreciate the generosity you're distributing to me on my Twitch. Hope said I got a new job. I buy bits. I mean, that's one way to look at it. Unfortunately, Metallic right now doesn't have a job, so Metallic is probably not going to want to buy a lot of bits.
I did get new job. Have my bits, Kappa.
Damn it, Hopsius, thank you for the 100 bits. Get rid of Sphere Karibo to go with that. I mean, this doesn't really put me in a good state. I don't like it. I really don't. I mean, I can get rid of his back row, so we're going to do it a little bit slowly, but we're going to do it for sure. So, yeah, Inris, no, we're not going to chain it. We're not going to be that kind of person. Impenetrable Attack. I kind of like this, actually. Like, seeing these really obscure cards, I love it. Let's go. I need to buy more biddies. I know what I used to do, Hopesius, and I'm not trying to encourage you to do this, but I would often just, like, buy, like, them in bulk and then just make it rain biddies, you know? That's what I used to do, but I don't know if that's ultimately the best idea, but that's kind of what I did. And then I would just spam in KC stream and a bunch of people's streams. But, you know, ultimately, you got to do what works for you. But don't forget that you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself first. Let's see. So once per turn, you can send one level from your hand, special card from your hand. Wait, once per turn, send one level 5. You can then banish the card from your graveyard. Oh, okay. So I kind of see how Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin kind of works. Like, if this thing is in your graveyard, you can actually banish it, restore your regular guy's attack to normal. That's actually pretty cool. Also, Michael, I see you sad tromboning over there, dude. It's good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. How is Diablo 2 Resurrected treating you, man? I know you talked about maybe playing it together, but, you know, I haven't picked it up yet. How is it? They're setting a card. He hasn't played it yet. That is fair. That is fair. I've looked at some reviews here and there, and it does seem like it's a pretty fair game. He got a second one for free. Let's go. Like, people seems like it's reviewing fine, but ultimately, I'm just still like, I need to wait and potentially just save up for it at this point. Can't be too risky when it comes with, you know, purchasing and all that good stuff. I suppose what I could do is we can actually tribute summon this guy. So use his effect to tribute summon him. Summon Gaia the Magical Knight. Use his effect to special summon the Curse of Dragonfire. Special summon the Curse of Dragonfire. Use his effect to be able to fusion summon to something else. And then, if we have to go into, we can just special summon Darkfire Dragon. The Deep Grave? What? Target one monster you play during the next... You're dead, dude. You're dead, man. But that's okay. Let's go. That is fine. We're not going to do that either. Jesus! Hopesies, no, you don't need to do that. But damn, thank you for the total at this point, 1,400 bits. Damn, I appreciate Hopesies. You don't have to do that. Can we get a shout out for Hopesies? She has been doing some streams here and there for, not Wind Waker, but Skyward Sword. Definitely go check out Hopesies. Really kind person. Okay, how long should I time out Hopesies? I'll leave that to your discretion, Hugglesberry. I mean, you know, that's 1,400 bits. You can do a second per bit if you want, but it's up to you, Huggles. I'll leave it in your command. You've been doing such a great job at banning a bunch of bots. I think you can do this. Defense charge. One face a monster you control gains the... Jesus! Hey, Michael. God damn it, Raptor. That's hilarious. All right. Defense gate isn't that good, but, you know, we're gaming. We're popping off, too, at this point. I feel like Raptor was waiting just for Michael to appear for that to happen. Any last words? Let's grab some of these. Let's grab some gems here really quick, boys. We'll grab these two, and then we'll keep playing in Gaia. Give me the gems. Give me all the gems, boys. Yo, Casey, dude, it's good to see you. Yes, shout out Casey Golden Knight. They are also streaming at Dragon Quest Echoes of Elusive Age, and really cool streamer. Really cool streamer. We actually got to play Fall Guys not too long ago, and that was actually a lot of fun. I forgot how good Fall Guys can be when you're playing with people. It's so good. But yo, Casey, have a good rest of your night. I believe you have work. If not, you know, have a great rest of your day at work, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by. Jits got home from family, held me up too long, running late for work. Don't run for late for work! That's kind of important. That's, you know, kind of important.
Huggles seems displeased.
Yes, Hopesius. Also think of it this way. You only need to use 1 bit to use a TTS. Because, again, I just really appreciate that stuff. Also, actually, I might have to actually ask a question for something. I want to test something out. Damn it, Casey! What are you doing?
Riot Kappa.
Bro, thank you for the 1,000 bits. You don't need to do that. You already killed it on my birthday. You don't need to do this anymore. Casey, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Go to work before I report your supervisor. Casey earned the 10K badge.
OOHHH.
Dang, I think Casey's maybe actually one of the first people who actually got the 10K badge. What? Why? Why? You don't need to do this. This is mine now. Let's go. Casey with that disposable income. But dude, seriously, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I can't stress how much that actually does help, especially in my current state of, I don't know if you'd say being, but it's current situation in life. Let's actually activate the Dragon Knight's Path as well to be able to reveal the Curse of Dragonfire to give me Galloping Gaia, and then we can just tutor back out, so we are good. Yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, after this, I actually want to test something out if somebody would not mind. So we'll grab this. Rat Jam, let's go. I think we're good. I'm actually pretty content with this play, so we're going to pass turn. Here I go. All right. What can we do here? Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. And also, Puffy, thank you so much for the 10 bits as well. I did not forget about you. Thank you again, Puffy. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully everything is going well. I need to stop by the Rampam streams more often, especially now that I have so much more time. It's going to be awesome. He's playing a 30-card deck. This dude knows what's up. He's playing Polymerization? I mean, that's fine with me. I could just bop it. That is totally fine. Wait, he's playing Dark Blade Dragon Captain of the Evil World? This man's a genius. I love it. We got to get rid of that, though. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. I mean, I don't know why we're kind of lucking out and just like seeing these really interesting builds, but I freaking love it. Let's go. If I could like draw like to the Gaia of the origin, that'd be really nice, but I doubt I'll get that lucky. But then again, I can search it, I believe, with Galloping Gaia. So that might be pretty interesting. Joey Wheeler is thinking. Joey Wheeler is thinking. Joey Wheeler is thinking. He's stalling for time. He is stalling for time. I think we won, Huggles. I mean, Joey is just literally sitting there complaining in an inner monologue for 10 minutes now about Serenity.
Joey is thinking, so that's what that burning smell was.
Yo, Hopes, thank you for the 1 bit. That's actually pretty funny. I mean, look at his eyes. He's been thinking so much, he no longer has his pupils. Okay, my turn. Pass. Let's go. Heart of the cards. That is beautiful. Damn it, we have Forbidden Chalice, but that's fine. Okay, so I actually want to test something out. I do, because I recently did not realize this, but Twitch has an extra extension for voice mod, like the thing that I use on Twitch to be able to make my voice sound like, to make it sound like this.
To something like this.
If you go to the extension or whatever, or a panel, could somebody try to see if they can do the redemption to see if you can change my voice with bit donations? Like, could somebody do that? If they're cool with, you know, trying that out, I will totally get them a sub to whatever channel they want. I just want to test it out. And oh, ATM, dude. Do you know where that's from? Like, do you know what anime that do is from?
Wait, I didn't change that. Did somebody else do it? Can I hear myself? Speak. Oh yeah, it totally works. Let's go. Who did that though? Are you getting another TTS if you say I'll stop? If so, no, we're good. So what should be happening is that this should be in effect for like 30 seconds. It was me. Okay, Hopsius, let me know if you want to some channel of your
choice. I don't mind. Okay, that is really freaking cool. Like, it just instantly goes back to normal. And also, thank you for the 50 bits. Okay, so we are good. You need to watch Steins Gate. Dude, ATM. I will let you know that you are not going to be ready for Steins Gate. It was good, but it was sad, man. It was sad, but it's good. It's like Dustin's personal favorite anime, so definitely check it out. All right, thank you again for that. I appreciate that, Hopesius. I just wanted to test it out, make sure it works. So be gaming. Thank you so much. I've heard great things. Let's go. Well, my sub to Casey expired. I got you, Hopesius. I got you. All right, so my name is Kermit the Frog. Do you see what I have done? The surface of Cray shakes under the weight of an ominous dragon. The flames of destruction raging within can no longer be contained. Clean this land as it bathes in your flames. Vortex Dragon! Burning breath of Vortex Cataclysm! Preparation Dragons, hype. Hope you enjoyed it, Asish. Thank you for the redemption, my dude. That was actually kind of fun. Thank you. Of course. No, thank you for testing that. I really appreciate that. Again, like with these Twitch extensions, sometimes I can't test it out. So I'm like, you know, I'll incentivize. Give me 50 cents and I'll give you like $3. Let's go. Yo, what's going on, Gamer Girl? It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Vortex Dragon Chat. I kind of figured as much. It sounded something super familiar, like what you would expect in Yu-Gi-Oh! But of course, you know, Vanguard. All right, so we're going to switch that out here. Ah, yes, the new MTG format. Yo, Deli. It's good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. How's it going? Yo, let's go.
Oh, look, Deli appeared.
A wild Deli appeared. Welcome, Deli, and thank you for the 1-bit Hopesius. I appreciate that. Let's go. I love this. This deck does the same thing all the time. It's so much fun. All right, so we're going to do that. I'm going to set this, and then we are going to activate the fusion effect, and then we're just going to chill from here. There we go. There you go. There you go. Put in defense. So good to see everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great night so far today. I woke up. Let's go. Sometimes like just having a nap is always really good, you know? Whether it be like at night or whatever be the case, sometimes naps are just really good. Unfortunately, though, I'm not that type of person. Naps just do worse for me. All right, there we go. Naps are pog. They can be if they work effectively, you know? Like, I'll never forget, the best nap I've ever had was when I had 2 monsters and, like, 2 1-liters of, like, Diet Dr. Pepper. I immediately caffeine crashed, and I had, like, the best nap ever. It made no sense per science, but it was amazing. Yo, Michael won 300 points. Let's go. Finally, the economy is taking a turn for the good. Oh, it's Sage with the Eyes of Blue. Not much I can really do there, but that's fine. So this might be my chance. 2 monsters. How do you even sleep at all? I mean, I've been drinking, like, diet soda. I'm like, this is going to sound terrible, but I've been drinking soda for so many years of my life. Like, it takes a lot of caffeine for me to get any type of, like, you know, effect, you know? That's fine. I've been playing Cooking Run Kingdom. It's fun and lots of stuff to do. I've heard. I believe Stu has mentioned they've been playing that game as well. It's like a mobile game, right? I've heard it's actually a lot of fun. I haven't gotten checking into it yet just because I have enough mobile games as it is. Unbelievably awful. I mean, it just depends like if they work for you, know? Oh, where's my Garmin? Let's go. They feel groggy and gross. Sometimes if they make you feel groggy and gross, usually it's just because you either slept too long or you didn't sleep to the right level of sleep, you know? It could be either one of those. Personally, for me, I'm a very heavy sleeper, so when I fall asleep, I'm probably out for the count. Hallowed Life Barrier. I don't like that. Especially the fact that they're going to be able to get a blue eye search. I really don't like that. Download yesterday, got beginner's luck and I got a legendary. There you go. That is awesome. Like, that is super cool. Like, when you start off the game really strong like that, it is just super nice. Like, kind of like what happened with me when I was playing Genshin Impact. Like, I think I got like a Jean and Keking like really quick when they were still pretty decent.
Now because work kicks my booty.
Thank you for the 1, but I appreciate that. And yeah, you'll never, like, it's insane. Like, when you start, like, you know, a new job and start learning all the stuff, like, it's so much easier to fall asleep at first. Because as soon as you get home, like, you just want to crash. It's great. They're going to banish that. So, I mean, I guess we have to... So they're targeting this one, so we might as well use the effect to pop over the, you know, the Sage of the Eyes of Blue. Never started Genshin like that. I mean, I guess I got really lucky. Like, I got pretty lucky, but then I soon started to learn that my luck went definitely way down when I tried actually getting luckier. But, you know, it is what it is. Genshin is still a fun game nonetheless. So, unfortunately, we already have both of our Tretches, so I can't really do too much right now with it. I also still want to attack because, you know, Kaiba's Kaiba, so, but we're not going to do any damage, sadly. Due to Hollowed Life Bear, but that's fine. That's fine. Oh, this is awful. I have 4 and 5 stars. I ain't as lucky as my friends are. I mean, that is fair. It's ultimately up to RNG, so we can only hope for so much, you know? Like, dang it. Should have played around spirits. Yeah, I probably should have. And welcome, Shrek, dude. It's good to see you, man. Hope you are doing well. Ultimately, it doesn't even matter. Let's just activate it, get rid of both of them anyway, because if I wanted to get... Actually, no, I probably shouldn't have even activated that at all. I should have just left it there, but that's fine. That is fine. That's a misplay on my end. I totally admit on that. Because I forgot they could just tag out. Because now the chain links are resolving and it won't allow me to use this effect because we already used it this turn. So no, we're done. We lost. We'll let him play it through. Let him play it through. GDI stream low speed's my addiction. Oh, that's interesting. A squirrel was an inch from me this morning. Almost took it off from my whittle hands. Spent $12 on peanuts and have dedicated my time during the day to feed the neighborhood. Oh, I didn't even know they can actually eat peanuts like that. I know, like, you're never supposed to, like, give, what is it, bread to, like, you know, ducks, geese, and swans. But it's all good. If you set the second Tretch, it would have lived since Spirit banishes. True. Actually, yeah, that's a very good point, dude. I just don't know why I didn't think about setting the Tretch. I think it's because I just didn't realize he was actually going to... He discarded the White Stone of the Ancients. I thought initially, Shrek, what he discarded was the White Stone of the Legends, which he did, but he also discarded, you know, White Stone of the Ancients down the road. And I guess I just forgot because we're bad. But no, you're right, because it would have banished it, and this one would still be live because I have no traps in the graveyard. I feel empty after finishing Superstore yesterday. Yo, Deli, at that point, dude, just watch one of my favorite animes of all time. Watch Kyoto Hitman Reborn. It is really good, my personal opinion. Like, it's like My Hero Academia, in a sense, like how the character progresses and stuff like that, but kind of. But before My Hero was a thing. It's really good. Fall asleep while playing Cookie Run. I mean, sometimes, like, those are the best ways to fall asleep, you know, when, like, you're distracted and you just kind of, like, whatever, fall asleep. What are you on, Metal? What do you mean by that? I mean, I got... Oh, Hitman Reborn? Yeah, dude, like, hang on. Like, the official name... I might have said it wrong, but it's known as Reborn. But, dude, it's so good. Oh, we already lost, so it's fine. So, I'll just throw in the chat here really quick. Kiteco Man Hitman Reborn is the anime I was referring to. Yeah, we did. That's all good, though. What do you mean it sucked? No! Like, I loved it! That's your opinion, but I really did enjoy Reborn. I mean, I can try to Tretch this. It's not going to work. Like, it was so good. I really enjoyed it. The final... Okay. So, okay, follow-up question. Are you talking about the manga? Or are you talking about the anime out of curiosity? Are you ready for my birthday in February? I mean, you got a few months. That's like, what, 5 months away? 5 months away, yeah? Now we'll hold on to that. I've only seen the... Okay, so... Yeah, the final arc of the anime is not the best, but before then, it's pretty good. Like, the Varia arc is really fun. But, like, when they kind of, like, jumped to the future, that's when it kind of, like, went to a different path, you know? But it, you know, it is what it is, man. We're going to grab this, see what we can actually do. We're probably not going to be able to win, though, just because this is, you know, pretty decent. Suna never becomes likable. I liked Suna, though. Sayanoshi Sawada, I appreciated and liked him as a character, but that's okay. Remember Cosmic? Yeah, we do have Cosmic. We do have Cosmic. Probably should have actually used that before I summoned this dude, you're right. I didn't like the last season of Attack on Titan, so I stopped watching it. I mean, that's fair. I've heard like some. I mean, it's probably too late to use it now, but we're just gonna do it anyway. Like, it seems like some of the recent seasons been coming out have been kind of. Yeah, it's Karma Cut. That's fine. We'll just scoop. Go to the scoop phase. Can switch 0 to attack. Wait, galloping? For real? I actually probably need to read that. Let me double check that. You can you can activate one of the following effects. Oh, you're talking about the other one, right? Yeah, Sky Galloping. Yeah, Sky Galloping could. Yeah, Sky Galloping could. Which is actually pretty nice. Like, I've actually found myself using him a little bit more often. Yeah, no, I get you, Shrek. This is actually pretty good. Like, I never realized how good that switching effect actually is. Was Matchful Flips ready, to be honest? Deserves 9 to 10s out of every. I mean, anime is like one of those things where some people like it and some people don't. Case in point, Reborn.
I have no idea what's going on anymore, lol.
That's fair, Hopesius. Because they didn't continue whether they're near the water. Every character's team is amazing, but see, I respect your opinion, but I don't agree with that. But that's okay, man. You know, differences are part of the world and how it works. But no, like, they were great. Gokudera was really good. Yamamoto was really good. Hibari was really interesting. They're really good. I did like Suna, though. Like, just because of his progression to, like, you know, Timid to actually being, like, a good leader. But you know what? That's totally fair, man. Marmoting Captain, if anything. Interesting. All right, so let's do the same thing. Streamer, are you winning? I might be, Michael. We just might now at this point. I think I might watch Rent a Girlfriend at some point here. I just want to watch some non-heavy action anime. There you go. I've actually never watched it. I've never watched it, so I can't say anything. But it actually has been something I was kind of curious of watching, just because sometimes you just want something that's not super focused on serious, you know? Sometimes you want like a light comedy thing. No, we're not going to use that just yet. Yeah, we're going to normal summon that. Yeah, we're going to do that. Fun fact, either Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon my first anime as a kid. I feel like that's how a lot of us were, you know? I feel like a lot of us kind of got into anime just from those two alone. I know I did for a fact. So let's go with that. Beastars looks too for me to watch. I watch a trailer one. Yeah, Beastars is it's definitely an interesting show. I will admit on that. But like the story, like it's actually pretty good. Like once you get past the fact that they're all anthropomorphic animals. And also, like, like some of the things that do happen, like, it's a pretty solid story. It's really interesting. Yeah, we're gonna make its attack double. Why not? Oh, your roommate is watching it right now. Do they like it so far? I watched Black Butler. I've never actually heard of Black Butler, but I know a few people who love the show. The Turbine arc was in the middle. It was great. The final arc just goes way too long. It just goes back and forth. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they kind of went back and forth in time a little bit kind of does make it a little bit, you know, sus, I guess. But overall, it is still one of my favorite animes. Like, it definitely helped, like, solidify me just getting much more into anime. I'm gonna use this to get rid of this back row during the end of the main phase. Because I don't trust the back row any more than I can throw it. Chaos Form. Must have just been a bluff. Komi can't communicate stars this week. Dude, I know. That is actually pretty cool. Like, is that gonna be the next thing you're to watch in your anime list, dude? Have you added... Okay, so ATM, before you watch that, please watch Skate the Infinity. You promised. You promised me, ATM, that you would watch Skate the Infinity. But are you watching it, ATM? Are you watching it? By the way, yeah, Hopesius, how do you feel about the new updates coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons? So we're going to reveal this just to get... no, we're going to go with that. Oh, we don't have enough... No, that's fine. They scoop. Let's go. That's fine. 10 to 12 premieres for this fall. Check it out for sure when it's excited. There you go, man. There you go. It might actually be enough for me to come back. I don't know. I haven't played Animal Crossing New Horizons in like forever. But, I mean, I'll have to look into it because some of the updates were pretty cool. And I know they're going to be doing another direct just for that, right? Which is going to be pretty interesting. It just felt like if they were ever in trouble, just go back in time. The same... I mean... That is true, Seish. Like, how they kind of did that in Dragon Ball Super was... I mean, it kind of, like, made it seem like there wasn't much of a risk, right? They could just go back in time, train, do what they need to do, go back in the future, whatever to Tsubasa, right? I will admit, though, Seish, like, my favorite thing that Dragon Ball Super did in that arc is they did not give Goku or Vegeta the W. Somebody else got it, which blows me away. The last time that happened was like Dragon Ball Z with Gohan and Cell. I could use this. I mean, we already have enough Gaias in hand, so we're kind of fine. Yeah, we'll hold on. No, that's fine. We should be fine. So return that. Wish more people here watch Superstore. It's so good. I'll have to check into it, man. When I have some time, I'll definitely check into it, Deli. That's fine. She looks like a Cleopatra type character. They did add a new character. Are we talking about Animal Crossing New Horizons, or what are we talking about? When a monster effect is activated, you can negate the activation if you do destroy one other fire type monster on the field, or... I mean, I don't want them to negate that, so we'll just respond to Chalice to be able to negate that activation, and we should be okay. But it's like so good sitcom. Sitcoms were... I mean, sitcoms can be fine. You know, they can be fine if they're done right. I mean, Deli, did you like Full House or Fuller House? They're very original in how they were distributed, or, you know, done. This card is destroyed set to the graveyard. You can target one in your graveyard. Okay, so we can't really do anything with that, which is pretty nice. So we'll swing attack that, and we can still use this effect to be able to destroy stuff during the next turn. But I don't know how good this is actually going to be, because this deck wants to be destroyed by card effects. So we're going to see how well this goes. She's not new, but she's new to New Horizons. I mean, still, that is still pretty exciting having new characters. Hopefully they do add, like, maybe something new to the dynamics. They may have spoiled me. Haven't watched a real good cast in so long. Then watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine ATM. It is really good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is good. Most of the characters are in the top tier, I'll give you that. But the actual story is so boring in the beginning. The comedy doesn't land. They don't get a good episodes. Yeah, I will admit. So when Suna gets his the gloves, that's when it starts kicking off. I have the power of anime on my side. I mean, I might. I kind of might. I'm not too sure, actually, at this point. I mean, I really wish I could add something to draw, but I guess we can't. So that's fine. We'll go for attack. Meanwhile, I'm binging Law and Order. There you go. I could never get into those shows, honestly. I just never could. We'll make this thing really big at this point now. 7,800 attack. That is pretty impressive there, Peter. 8 lab tracks so much. That's why Superstore, The Good Place, and Brooklyn Nine are so good. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is really good. It is really good. It's easily one of my favorite shows currently on right now. Do I want them to use Tenki? Probably not, because they can use Tenki as a second effect to search out something. And this should stop it from getting the search, because they have to choose activate it secondly. Do I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon? Kaiba. Sorry, not Kaiba. Michael. I have like 4, probably. But I got you, fam. I do have the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful, I never leave it out of my sight. And we win the game. Let's go, baby. Does the Arc V come out today? Yo, Target Pro 5, welcome. It's good to see you. I actually don't believe so. I think they actually have the big update on Tuesday, and that's when it's going to come over. Jesus. Oh, who did that? Raptor, thank you for the 25 bits. I appreciate it. Yo, Edward Lance Kingston, welcome. Thank you for dropping in, dude. It's great to see you. Can a mod give a shout out for Edward? A really cool streamer. He was actually one of the streamers that we did raid after we were playing Golden Sun, and they were doing a Resident Evil playthrough. Like, one of the older ones, too, so it's really interesting seeing how far the franchise came. It's so good. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's coming out Tuesday. Let me double check here really quick. Yeah, maintenance notice. Yeah, it's happening September 27th, so... Looks like that's going to be doing when they're doing stuff like that, but notifications. Yeah, New World release. This will also introduce Pendulum Summoning, so it's September 28th for the time being. So we're going to see what actually happens. I mean, I'm kind of excited for Pendulum Summoning to see how they're going to change, you know, Duel Links, but I'm going to have to wait to see what they actually add in terms of support for Pendulums. You know, it's going to be pretty interesting. Playing some RE2 Classic earlier. There you go. I tried playing the remake, and I learned that I am not good at Resident Evil games. I mean, you throw a roguelike at me, I can do it pretty well. But aside from that, no. New voice mod component tried out. We're good, Nightbot. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We already tried it out, and I'm pretty happy with it. Yo, Deli, thank you for the do. New ban list? I'll have to check out in a second. I didn't realize it actually dropped. Is it anything good, Huggles, or is it pretty sus? Oh, geez, thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate that. I love slow burners as well. If an anime can cast long, usually they can rebuild out the characters. Exactly, yeah. It's all about the world building mechanic ultimately at the end, right? I'm all thought roguelike. I thought I would be too, but like after I played Hades, I just got immersed. Like Hades is one of the best games I played in a very long time. It's so good. And Target Pro 5, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the metal community. I appreciate you. And it's so good to have new followers, and I appreciate that. Are you excited for the new pendulum support coming in? We'll grab this one because, again, the deck does the same thing over and over. We're going to also play this. And then we're just going to chill. My dentist is the best. He even has a little plaque. So good. I'm sorry. I love it. Look out, she's transmitting right on. That is awesome. All right, we're going to drop this. No, we're not going to use the effects. So this is online Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, kind of, Edward. It's actually a, it's kind of like a spin-off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Called Duel Links, where there's less monster zones, less spell zones, and they removed the main phase 2, and it's a much limited card pool. It's a lot more fun, in my opinion, because it's not super fast and it's not the same thing over and over again. So it's kind of like a spin-off in a sense. Metal, did you like Death Note? Yes, I love Death Note. This is Ryuk, one of the best characters in Death Note, in my opinion. I love Death Note. I also have like the full series on DVD just because I just love that show. It is so good. I watched Death Note. Overrated. Michael. I mean, that's fair. Did you? Okay, so did you watch the anime or did you watch the movie? That's a big question I gotta ask because I've never confirmed which one you're actually watching. I mean, I'm taking the damage from that. I don't like that. I really don't. Whatever was on Netflix, they're both on Netflix. Okay, so was it live action or was it a TV thingy? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. It's not more fun. That's a bold statement. So for me, it's a lot more fun. Asish, I'll say that. It had real people. Yeah. So Michael, that was the live action American adaptation of Death Note. Trust me, the actual show is better. My opinion. The actual show is way better. You'll probably enjoy it. That's why you probably didn't have the best time with it. Because, like, I had to tell people, like, if you watch it as a standalone movie, if you don't know about the anime and just, you might have a decent time. But if you don't, then it's not the best. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Michael. It's like 39 episodes. It's a great time. It's a great time. All right, so how do I want to do this? So I could always... I mean, here's... I don't even know what they're playing. They're just playing Amazon as Swordswoman. Like, what does that actually do? Jeez! I got thrown off guard! Anonymous, thank you for the 25 bits. I appreciate you. Let's get rid of the... Okay, so we'll do this. So let's get rid of the back row. Death Note is great. Death Note is definitely great. The anime is really great. That looks kind of like Neo's. I don't know what they're playing, so we're just going to kind of play, you know, not really hazardous, but like kind of questionable. Why not? Let's just be innovative, right? So summon this. Actually, I've seen and read the manga of Death Note, haven't seen the anime or the live action. The manga and the anime, from my understanding, Edward, follow pretty close to each other, but I think the ending is slightly portrayed different, but they ultimately end up with the same result. But they're both great, honestly. They're both pretty good in my personal opinion. If you haven't watched the anime, I would definitely recommend it. It is really, really good. Death Note's new series, Platinum Ends, air this week. I have enough on my plate right now in terms of anime. I still gotta finish up Nichijou for Delhi. And so far it is pretty good, but I gotta be in the right mood to watch Nichijou. Getting trolled by randos now. They ruined L's character. Yeah, I mean, his character was portrayed really interesting in that movie. Like, I don't know, like the direction of the whole movie was interesting. Apparently, the sequel to Death Note, the live action, is going to be more closer to the anime, which I'm excited about that. Hopefully it's, you know, much closer. Like, marginally closer. Let's search out for Dark Flare Dragon, just so I have a special summon target I can just attack over with. And potentially just use this to clear out the game. So I'm pretty sure I have both a light and dark in graveyard. I'm waiting for their time.
I'll take this chip. I got and eat it.
I'll take this potato chip and eat it. So good. It's such a great scene. Like, it's actually really good. Like, it means a lot, actually. I'm waiting for a response now. The Among ending answers more questions as what was actually happening in the anime, but had his music, supreme animation, and more feelings. That is true. Like, honestly, I believe the studio behind it was Madhouse. And they did a great job. Saw, welcome. It's good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it may be for you. Hope things are going well. Moldog, thank you so much for the host. Appreciate you, man. How are things going, dude? I wasn't a big fan of Death Note, but I like the idea behind it. It was a really interesting concept. Like, the thing I loved about Death Note is that it was a very good anime in terms of, like, you being a really, like, a cat and mouse, like, you know, chase. Like, who could figure out, like, you know, who could prove who was L and who was Kira faster, and it was just really interesting. Like, the fact that Ryuk was just like, hey, man, I'm hands off on this. This is all you, light. Was actually, like, really good. But let's take a look at some of the information that Huggles mentioned about the ban list. The Kira laugh just expect to post 13 seasons why. There. A show I didn't expect to, but like was 13 Reasons Why. Isn't that like one of Netflix's, like, you know, exclusives? Because I've heard about that show a few times. Madhouse is a great studio. They are collaborating with Mappa on an anime that airs next week called Takt OP Destiny. ATM, thank you for highlighting that message. I appreciate that. Honestly, between Madhouse and also Mappa did a great job with Jujutsu Kaisen, so that's gotta be really, really, it's gotta be, like, gorgeous. I can only imagine, you know? Because, like, some of the fights in Jujutsu Kaisen was amazing. Especially when they brought, I forget his name, but he was the guy who's, like, who, like, had, like, you know, the clap, and he would just, like, you know, teleport, and he taught Yuichi Itadori how to do, like, Black Flash. Like, it was so good. By the way, the Mario Bros. Movie is looking like it's going to be lit. Dude, right? We have Jack Black, we have Charlie Day, we have Chris Pratt for Mario because he's cool. It's going to be interesting. They're changing the ban list better. Check that. We're going to check it out right now, actually.
Talk like Joe Swanson for about 2 minutes. Oopsies. My name is Joe Swanson. Has anybody seen my chin and white body? Alright, everybody. Welcome, Duelists. We are going to be checking out the Yugioh Duel Links ban list for 2021 of September 26th. My name is, Gronk. I'm sorry, it's actually Joe Swanson. The choice of voice cast for Mario was a giant meme. It's very interesting. You see, a lot of people are pretty divided about what's actually happening. Let's take a look at the screen, the skill rebalancing.
Damn it, Bonnie, you lied to me about the poop sack.
Damn it, Bonnie! You lied to me about the poop sack. Delete banning the word the, starting now. Nappa deserved respect a long time ago, and now casuals are finally understanding why. That is fair, Siege. Fair. How long is that word banned? I can't multitask like this. How long? 5 minutes. Do my best, Deli. Tell me, most awkward story of you at a gas station in this voice. None. None, Michael. No story exists. Malicious Hero. With addition of additional reward cards, we are strengthening certain skills in order to make them easier to use. As announced on upcoming update September 23rd, Supreme King's Gas will become obtainable. This is not the ban list. Interesting. Type of monsters you can select when changing the top card of your deck to ZW will be increased. Good. Galaxy Photon. This skill will be improved to make it worthy for the number hunter to use. When did I say it?
Well, we're done with Swanson, too. Unicorns are cool. When did I say it? I felt I was careful enough. Anyway, Onomatopoeia. This skill is given a harder activation condition as it allows Omnat decks to perform a variety of tactics in a stable manner and can be used against most meta. Let's find out.
The top card of your deck to ZW will be increased. Good. Elixir Photon. This skill will be improved to make it worthy for the number hunter to use.
He's right. You're right. GG, Deli. We never set a punishment. Refund yourself, Deli. City of Machines. Anyway, we are strengthening some character-exclusive skills to make them easier to use. Detective Deli on case. He's good. He is good. Uncle Silbot is mod IMO. This skill is given a harder activation condition to promote deck diversity, as Cyber Dragon decks have been highly prevalent in metagame for a long time. Very much so. Oh no! Use and win skills have been... Support consistency of decks have been very prominent in current metagame. We are giving harder activation conditions to this skill as it's particularly used in current environment.
Why is it called chili if it is spicy and a hotter temp when eaten? Whenever I'm chilly, I wear a jacket.
Hopesius, thank you for the 1 bit. Another one. Another one. So, 2? Probably. Anyways. Another one. Another one. Set Excel. Condition to summon TCG is adjusted as a skill player to summon. Yeah, that's very true. That's very like I've seen a lot of players use this. Same with this. Not too much this. At beginning of the 3. Maybe I shouldn't speak until after 5 minutes. Maybe. At beginning of duel, add 2 Hero Malicious Edge and 1 Dark Fusion to your deck, then add 1 Evil Hero Malicious Fiend to your extra deck. In addition, following effects will be used once per duel if you control Spring King's Castle. Return 1 Evil Hero's Malicious Edge into your hand to your deck and add 1 level 6 Fiend to your hand from your deck. If monster is an evil hero monster, you can add to your hand regardless of its level. Oopsie Savage, and that's 5 minutes ago from the IR World. Okay, so that's what, like 2 or 3 the times I said the. So I actually need to like figure out some kind of like form of punishment or something like that. But Deli, sorry man, I broke your trust. I said the twice or 3 times. It's pretty bad, man. It feels pretty bad, man. So it looks like there has been some changes. Like, it just seems like they're going to make the conditions a little bit harder. So, what about the Dragon Knight's Path? So, can be used returning 1 from your hand to the field. After using this skill, you can only special summon flying monsters until the end of your next turn. Oh, wait. Okay, so, after using this skill, you can only special summon the flying monsters until the end of your next turn. This skill will only activate if has 8 or more Guide the Fierce Type monsters or level 5. Interesting. So, it's making it you have to play more of them. But also, you have to, you're restricted, so you can't, like, special summon, like, other stuff, too. Okay, so that's kind of fair. That is kind of fair. Deli is a saint. Deli is a saint. Yo, thank you for paying the middle tax, Gamer Girl. I appreciate that. Paid the tax. Thank you to Robin242. Well, dog, thank you for that. Okay, so a lot of skill changes. That's pretty interesting. So let's take a look about the details about the Forbidden Limited list. Alright, so here are the details on the Forbidden Limited list will be implemented and what cards will be added to the list. So they're limiting a Performance Pal Call. We are limiting this card as it will lead to the pace of duels becoming sluggish? That's an interesting way to say it. as more performance fouls are introduced to the game. Okay, that's cool. Like, they're actually projecting that performance fouls are going to be an issue with I'm sorry, not links, but pendulum summons, which is fair, because performance fouls with, like, performance foul sorcerer were pretty nutty in the TCG at one point. Limiting Cyberload Fusion, wow. That is actually kind of cool. Cyberdeck Dragons have been in the metagame in one form or another for a very long time, so we are limiting this card to reduce. Thank you! I'm tired of seeing Cyber Dragons. That's actually pretty cool. Elegant Egotist is limited to 2. That doesn't really... I mean, that... I'll come back to this, because, like, you only really need 1 or 2, like, 1 Elegant Egotist of itself, because you can recycle with different cards and just be able to get utility of it, but it kind of makes sense. Hopesius, thank you for the goat, and Michael, thank you for the goat. You're all the goat. Alufapine, again, they're trying to change up the diversity of, like, what is being represented to the meta. So this is basically saying that they're no longer making money off of Thunder Dragons and Cyber Dragons, so they're getting rid of them. Essentially, that's what they're doing. Oh, that was Maldog. I'm sorry, Michael. Forgive me, Senpai. We are limiting 3 for Floodgate Trapple. Those cards have been in the metagame from one form for a very long time. We are limiting this in order to prove the pacing of the duels. I don't know how I feel about that one. This card will be unlimited as its power levels like... Oh, it's okay, so no longer on this. So Amazon's Onslaught, I don't think they really did anything. Same thing with Secret Path to the Treasures. So, I mean, those are kind of interesting updates for the Forbidden Limited list. I want to check something really quick, too. I'm sorry, Michael. Forgive me, my dude. Throw metal behind bars. I mean, that's a very suitable punishment because, again, you know, I kind of screwed up on the challenge of saying Zuh, so metal's in jail. Because I broke the law. Indeed, Delia. Like, you know, this is a fair enough punishment. I let you down. I let everybody here in chat, and I feel so bad about it. I mean, hopefully with time behind bars, I can remedy the situation, but the damage is already done. And I just hope at some point, Deli, we could play Mario Kart and Mario Golf on Scream. I'm sorry, man. So it's for 5 minutes. Okay, we can do that.
Criminal scum, you violated the law. I love it. Metal goes to jail. Find us what happens the next time on Duel Links Z.
I mean, it might just be a lot of filler content, right? Anyway, so let me check out Harpies really quick. So, Harpies is like... Okay, so Elegant Egotist is going to 2. That's kind of fine. I'm only playing 2 copies of itself anyway. And looking at my list, like, nothing is semi-limited besides nothing. So, that's fine. My Harpies build is pretty much fine. And I'm pretty sure the skills that, like, Harpies used to is more or less fine, too. So I guess we good, we Gucci. So that's fine. I guess we'll just do more PvP stuff at this point, too. Because, again, I'm really enjoying this deck, and I want to keep pulling it to the point where I can still play it the way that I want it to. Subterra got a minor hit with a Floodgate hit. Yeah, I mean, with Floodgate with Subterra, like, that definitely just goes hand in hand because it's face down. But, I mean, with the Floodgate, like... I don't really know how I feel about that one, really. I really don't. Just because of like how the current meta is, like I don't really see Floodgate popping up all that often. And if you do, it's easy to play around it, you know? But that was interesting. Like, it took me forever to get through that just because I was really trying to avoid saying that, but I did a terrible job. That's why we're in jail at this point, too. Oh, wow, Resonator. So this dude's going to get a ton of light points. That's fine. Which is interesting, because I haven't seen Resonators in a very long time. But I think their skill is also on the ban list, or like, you know, adjusted list, if you want to call it that, you know. But that's okay. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what they are going to add to, you know, the Pendulum Zone, because I want to see, like, what are going to be some of the cool decks I can ultimately just make up, you know? Because, like, if they give us, like, I don't know, maybe, like, you know, Cliff Hordes, that might be interesting. Ignites might be interesting. The Draco Slayer stuff. Like, there's a lot of nutty decks I can bring to Duel Links for sure. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine and dandy. So they're going to go for Synchro, probably for Red Wyvern, right? At this point. Oh, Red Rising Dragon. My apologies. That's what I meant to say. It's still a Red Dragon ultimately at the end of the day. This card is Synchro, so... Excuse me. You can target one of your Resonating Monsters in your graveyard, special summon it. We already have 6th season of My Hero confirmed. I mean, dude, I'm pretty sure they're going to do My Hero until it's done. But, dude, yes, I'm pretty excited for that. I didn't see it confirmed, but I was expecting it for sure. My Build Academia has been awesome in season 5. I mean, I'm actually not fully up to date with the anime, but I am fully up to date with the manga. So I cannot wait to see it all animated out. I think I might have to take some time to like just to binge through it, you know. Maybe after Nichijou, because I have been trying to get through Nichijou, and it's been pretty fun. If you guys want a funny anime that doesn't take itself seriously, Nichijou is really good. It's all the League and their meta powers and the Gigantomachia. So good. And also, like, what's happening right now in the manga ETM is fire. So I cannot wait. They're going with Dark End Dragon. Is this just like another stepping stone to like go into a 10? Because like Dark End Dragon is a spell speed 1 speed. So was it really that important to do that? I don't really know. We'll activate Gateway of Chaos first. Just so I can kind of like deck thin and try to like, you know, bait out his back row potentially. Nope, it resolved. That's fine. It feels like I've been hearing My Hero has been fire for the last like 3 years because it's so good, right? My Hero Academia is so good. Easily, like it's kind of understandable why it has so much hype because like it just keeps, you know, escalating to some really good stuff. I still need to watch the second movie though, for sure. I really need to watch the second movie at some point. All right, we're gonna activate that. We're gonna search out for Curse of Dragon Fire, which is pretty cool. Because, like, even if this doesn't resolve or, like, you know, Ghost or whatever, we have ways of getting around stuff like that. Because we could just use another Dragon's Mirror to go further. Hopefully this does work without any issues, but you never know. Never wanted to read something more, but also take the time to not skip because it's worth... True. It's a really hard mix of balance, you know? The way that I see it, like, I get to read the manga, and then I get to watch the anime, and I just get to see a glimpse of what we get to have such, like, you know, fire, right? BRB gonna make some dinner. Sounds good, Deli. Enjoy making the dinner, dude. We'll still be streaming for a little bit, my dude. Treacherous Trap Hole. Okay, that's fine. Because I can just simply use Dragon's Mirror. Like, it's not the coolest thing in the world, but we could still recover from it, you know? And then what I could do is I could just pop this thing and then just start attacking and whatnot. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see how this works. So Guy the Magical Knight of Dragons is pretty lit. Alright, we're going to use this effect to destroy this dude. Alright, so get rid of that guy. Yeah, sure. We'll use this. Negate his effect to put him back to 3,000. And then swing over and attack that. And this should just, like, restore everything else. I mean, we could try to activate the effect, but it's not going to resolve because of a Forbidden Chalice. And then we're back to 26, so we could be able to have a quick effect to destroy stuff, which is nice. Like, the fact that we can fully utilize Forbidden Chalice in multiple ways, the same thing as well with Treacherous Trap Hole, is really nice. Yep, that's fine. That is totally fine. Is Book of Movement in a normal box yet? I don't actually know, Moldon. That's a great question. I don't know though. I don't think I remember hearing anything about it being in a normal box yet. I think it's still a part of like the selection box where you had to like get lucky and just like whatever, you know. But I don't actually know 100%, man. I might check online in a second here though for you. Let's see, what is he gonna do? Ah, all right. I mean, assuming he's gonna go for another Synchro Summon, especially with having Wandering King Whirlwind back into his hand. It could just be Special Summon if they have like any Fiend type tuner with 1500 attack or less. And also the fact that you can just banish him to be able to search out one of them is really interesting too. It has like a nice little cycling effect. I beg your pardon? Bro. Who plays Volcanic Queen? I did not expect that. That is interesting. That was really interesting. Okay. Wow. I mean, it kind of works. It's basically kind of like Lava Golem, but for one. I mean, I will admit though, it did work. It totally worked. totally worked. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Oh, we've been in jail for 8 minutes. I've done overtime in jail. We are good to... I forgot we actually had that up, so we are good. Alright, so... Yeah, he is popping off here at this point, too. Which is kind of sad, because we could have used his effect to be able to destroy stuff, but now we kind of can't. And he's just gaining life points. Guess I know I'm using my dream token, but I'm not then. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the fact that we're getting dream tickets for, you know, Arc V being launched is pretty cool. Like, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think I might stockpile my dream tickets for the time being, because I'm not too sure what I want to build. But Book of Moon is definitely really good, especially considering the fact they didn't ban it yet, you know? This card cannot attack the same turn you use this effect. So he just used that to be able to destroy Gaia, the Magical Night Dragon. It's not too bad, actually. And now he's... Synchro summoning into Hot Bane. Yeah, he won. He got it. GG, my dude. GG. That was pretty good. But dang, like, the Volcanic Queen was interesting. I actually want to take a look at the dude's deck really quick. Because I did not really expect the Volcanic Queen. Like, was that the dude just having, like, an interesting tech, or is that kind of, like, customary these days? Alright, so this looks pretty standard. Skullmeister. During this player's turn, when a card effect is active in your opponent's grave, you can send this. I mean, this is an interesting tech. I don't think it's actually relevant these days, but... I mean, it's a hand trap that negates from the graveyard, which is pretty nice. I mean, you can use it for, like, you know, like some of the other mirror matches. It's a card effect, so even breakthrough skill. The resonators look pretty standard. Force resonator. I'm not even too sure about this one. Almost got my tech done for T, but I changed my characters. Just need a couple more cards for the deck. Ooh, there you go. Before I change characters, just need a couple more cards. What deck are you trying to build? If you don't mind me asking, of course. The Treacherous seem pretty standard, and Scaldum Scolding. Interesting. I mean, Scaldum Scolding is pretty good, because it negates pretty much anything but the cost of 3,000 life points. And, you know, sometimes that's just a little bit steep, especially in Duel Links when you already start at 4,000. So pretty interesting. But I mean, with his deck, considering that Resonators just make a ton of life points, it's not really that big of a deal. I'm doing a deck based around Dark Magicians. I just need their fusion. Oh, right on. That actually be a really fun deck. Because, like, honestly, going with the Dark Magician route, there's just so much great support already in the deck for Duel Links. And also, you can just have a lot of fun to do with, like, adding, like, a Magician Girl engine. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do. And that's what makes it a really fun deck to pilot, for sure. It's my turn. I mean, I guess I could deck then a little bit. So we'll activate Gates of Chaos. We'll search out this one in case we need to cycle them through for a different one. It kind of seems like that's usually a good way to go to. So we'll use this effect. So we're gonna reveal this one. Pretend it's like the one that we actually did. And then we're gonna use Galloping Gaia. So go with this. I mean, I initially meant to put Sphere Karibo back, but this is fine. We can always just hold off for the best. I mean, we can always set Book of Moon, too. So that's good. Yeah, so we'll normal summon this one. Yeah, we'll do that, too. Getting to the point where I'm starting to get slightly tired. So misplays are more prone to happen, for sure. Alright, so put this dude in defense. We gaming. There we go. There we go. Yo, hopes you take it for the ooh for 10 bits. I appreciate that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I mean, yeah, I mean, the oof is definitely warranted because I kind of misplayed on, like, actually sending back the other guy, but it's fine. Sphere Karibo is pretty good because it's basically just change it to defense mode, which is kind of nice anyway, so it is what it is. It is what it is. It's the end of the main phase. Let's go. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Thank you, Hopesis. I appreciate that. sure that I was thinking of actually just using it as effect to pop this. Jeez. That actually kind of woke me up. Thank you, Raptor. Or Anonymous. I'm sorry. Thank you, whoever donated that. I appreciate you. I'm not going to say Raptor because I don't want to pin it on him. But whoever gave it to me, I appreciate it. Thank you for the 25 bits. I do appreciate that. And also the wake-up call is really nice, too. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's go. All right, so let's just get rid of this. I don't trust anymore that I can throw it. Oh, it's Tretch. Let's go. That's actually pretty good for us. What's special? Yeah, we'll special this dude. And then we're going to try to attack over and go for game at this point. Because this is a quick effect, so I could always just, like, you know, book it or something like that. So let's try to go for the attack. And if this goes through, then we'll... Alright, now we're going to start going for the final damages here. Can I actually go for game in a very unorthodox way? What's the effect? You could... When this card is special, you can change one defense attack. No, we're going to let that go through. And then... Bam! Oh, is this actually something? It's D-Prison? Oh, that sucks. I mean, it was a pretty weird play, so it was bound not to work through anyway. He probably just didn't banish Dark Flare because there's like really no reason to, you know? It wasn't gonna take him out or whatever be the case, but it's fine. Okay. Well, this card is sent from the nope. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. You can special summon 1 or 2. Why don't they just have it called like up to 2 instead of 1 or 2? That is a weird wording for a Yu-Gi-Oh card. You can target one gimmick puppet on the field, destroy it. Oh, nice. So he's gonna be able to. He's basically just summoning more copies of gimmick puppets from his hand. Or okay, so I get that. That's pretty interesting. So Scissor, you can summon 1 gimmick puppet from your deck to the graveyard. Okay. So is he only summoning 1? I've never really played against gimmick puppets. Once per turn, you can target 1 gimmick puppet level, except this, it becomes that level. Okay, so it's just basically a level modifier. That's fine. So when this card is normal summon is when you can actually use this effect. I love horror. Yeah, ATM is a huge horror fan from my understanding, because again, he loves, you know, whatchamacallit, Resident Evil. Book of Moon. Yeah, I'll Book of Moon this one. Because it shouldn't be able to flip it back face up, right? I kind of feel bad, but I kind of don't feel bad at the same time. So we good now. We golden. All right, so go to combat. All right, go to swing for the game. All right, then I'm going to have to go now. So goodbye. No worries, Siege. Thank you so much for dropping in, dude. Hope you have a great rest of your night, man. And we'll definitely have to see if we can get more of those super powerful Ultra Chickens into Rune Factory 4. But have a great night, my dude. GG, let's go. We need to get another rank up, though. I want to get one more rank up at least before we end the stream. Oh, we can now use Life Charge. Increase your life points by the current count by 200. This only can be used once per duel. Oh, that's not too bad. Did you see the ban list yet? Yes, we actually did, Shrek. A lot of interesting things, man. Like, we went over some of the skill change, like, you know, some of the skill information stuff that's changed. Like, I'm kind of happy to see that Cyber Dragons will finally have gotten hit, because that's not one of the deck I'm a huge fan of. I saw, like, they did, like, adjust, or will be adjusting the Gaia's skill. The ban list is interesting, though. Like, the Floodgate seemed a little bit late. And also not really needed, to be honest. The Elegant Egotist was also an interesting choice to change, too.
Gonna head out for the night. Have a good one, Metal.
Yo, Hopsies, thank you so much for the 1 bit again. I appreciate. Thank you for all the bits, technically. Hopsies, have a great rest of your night. Hope work goes well for you. Stay safe, and I appreciate you, Hopsies. Floodgate was hit for pens. That makes sense, because, like, doesn't Floodgates hit multiple cards, not just one, right? We'll keep Tretch, but we'll get rid of Mystical. But no, like, one of my favorite things about the whole ban list, Shrek, is that they're preemptively trying to get ready for Pendulum's beginning, you know? Like, the fact that they drop, like, you know, hit, like, some of the Pendulum support cards already, it's kind of cool. Like, the fact they're actually preemptively taking care of it, it's nice. So, I misplayed like a mother fuzzy. That's fine. Don't talk your entire things and try to read at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, exactly. So, like, if you just try to Pendulum summon a Floodgate, it shuts them all down. So yeah, the fact that they're trying to preemptively prepare for it is pretty nice. Is he actually not going to do anything? But yeah, we were supposed to summon this guy and then fusion summon, but that's okay. We're not meant to be happy, but that's fine. Wow, they're actually ending their turn. That is weird. I could have had so much better of a turn if we actually did this properly, but that's okay. So let's activate this. We'll reveal that. They put in Pendulum Zone or like the TCG now. I believe they're putting in Pendulum Zones. Because if they don't, removing them, like, you know, removing, like, you know, 2-year zones will be crucial. Like, would be so much of a disadvantage. Alright, so what I could do is I could normal summon. I have Tretch face down, right? Yeah, we have Tretch. Once per turn, you can send 1 level 5 special summon comes from your hand. I mean, this kind of does stuff. Wait a minute, so let's see. Once per turn, you can summon special summon this card from your hands. So I want to try something actually. I might be misreading that, but let me see if this actually works. So we could special summon this dude. Put that to the grave. Special summon this dude. During the battle phase, you banish this card from your... Okay, so we had to have it in the graveyard, so I kind of misread that, but that's fine. This card's no... Okay, so that's whatever. That's fine. So I guess we'll summon... Yo, Silence Code, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. How's it going? How was your stream, dude? Can somebody give a shout out for Silent Code? I did not expect that. Thank you so much. So, material? We can actually use him? That is interesting. I did not realize that. Yo, Dunkus, welcome. What up? How's it going? Thank you so much for that. How did the stream go, everybody? I'm just sitting here over misplaying because why not, right? Let's go through here. Oh, they were also streaming Duel Links. Yo, that is awesome. Yo, Silence Code, what decks do you play on Duel Links, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, they're playing Yaksha. That's fine. Probably should have attacked with the Fusion Mobs, but I was just going greedy for damage. And thank you, Huggles. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the raid, or for the shout out for our good friend Silence Code. All right, let's see. By the way, has everybody here who just came into the raid now, have you guys checked out the new ban list dropping? A lot of interesting stuff. I'm really happy they're kind of getting stuff ready for Pendulum's going to be dropping. Look at the new skill changes, the limited cards at the end.
No one wants to play any game with me, sad.
Hopesius, that's not true, but welcome back. It's good to see you back, Hopesius. And yeah, the changes are pretty interesting, aren't they? Like, a lot of good things actually coming through. I don't know why it's like did that, but that's fine. Let's see, what's before you can destroy 1 card in your hand if you do, blah, 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 blah. I don't like that, so let's just get rid of that, right? I'm new to competitive, but at the moment I'm gaining Harpies. Harpies is such a fun deck. I love Harpies. It is really good. Like, honestly, it's that deck I usually play, actually, Silence. But today I'm like, you know what? People are probably tired of me playing Harpies, so let's try building Gaia. And I've been loving Gaia, too. Like, both really fun decks. Like, I just play the decks I like to play. I don't even consider myself anywhere near competitive. Like, my entire chat would be like, yeah, he's nowhere near competitive. But Harpies are really fun. Like, it can be very explosive. It can be very, very control-oriented. It's so nice. And also, Silence Code, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. I'll definitely have to reciprocate that, give you a follow, and check out your content as well. Question, if you don't mind me asking. Do you stream anything else, or is it just Duel Links primarily? Yo, Bednex, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Metal community as well. Greatly appreciate it, everybody. Because I'm kind of curious. Because, like, again, I'm a variety streamer, but I do Duel Links every now and then with Sundays. And some other card games, too. Yeah, summoning a boss monster and cycling 2 while remaining hand neutral seems fun. You know it, Shaq. You know it. You know it. Trap Flow is added in the 3-card limit. It makes me sad. I can't play it anymore with my Dark Magician deck with 3 navigation. Yeah, it ultimately does make it to where you have to, like, kind of, like, adapt to it, which is essentially the point of the ban list for Konami to deal with problematic threats, but also to, like, maximize profits, you know? You gotta love Konami. Komani, if that's what they might be called. Let's go with the ability. Thanks so much so far, just streaming Duel Links. Really needed streaming community today, so I might be able to figure out some other games ready to play. Right on, and honestly, Duel Links is such a great game to play anyway. It's very fun, it's very user-oriented with your viewers. So no, I could totally see that. And honestly, like, when I first started streaming as well, that was like the main thing I streamed too until I actually got like, you know, capture cards and all that good stuff. So it's a great base as well, and you'll definitely enjoy the community. Like the Duel Links community on Twitch is phenomenal. It's really, really good. Yo, Bednex, let's go. Skill now forces Cyber Dragons to play Cyber Dragon. It's so good. Like the fact that Cyber Dragons finally got like, you know, the hit that I've been wanting them to actually get hit, it makes me feel pretty happy. I'm pretty excited for that because Cyber Dragon was just, they've had it too good for too damn long, you know. But let's do this past turn. We have Tretch, we have Forbidden Chalice. We're popping off. We're gaming. Past turn.
Here I go.
That is amazing. Hitting Cyberlow is completely unnecessary. I mean, it didn't come up too often because it was very searchable, was it not? Never seen a Cyber Dragon deck. It's all been about Blue Eyes. I feel like Blue Eyes is easier to play around than Cyber Dragon, but again, it might just be because that's what I'm more consistently playing against. Thoughts on Einstrad? The Magic the Gathering deck? I haven't looked too much into it, Deli, but I will admit the Werewolf Day and Night mechanic that they added for that set, it's pretty interesting. You got Metallicaerox, because I do like me some good Magic the Gathering. So when you can target, change this card battle position, do you special summon one Magician card from your deck? Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I draw. So your opponent can activate cards reflected in the battle phase while there's a Gaia the Dragon Champion. So we should be good then. We should be good. It's just a search for fusion that has a restriction, the skill force, and then the Cyber Dragon end anyway. But I mean, don't they usually preemptively set up for with like that Cyber True style, whatever that like Cyber skill is to summon Proto Cyber type dragons? Like, isn't that like what they were kind of like doing with that whole entire thing? So swing, enter the damage step. Let's go. So good. I'm assuming they probably have something like whatchamacallit, Destiny Draw, but it is what it is. Midnight Hunt finally gives a legendary creature banned afterward. Yo, there you go. Ooh, that is awesome. I mean, if you're also huge into Commander deck now, so we have several people in our Discord who are huge fans of Commander as well. But yeah, they gave us a really good, like a really good legendary werewolf that actually has some pretty good like stuff. Like, I was actually tempted about building it, but then I realized that's another token deck, and I have way too many token decks as it is. Cyber Solid locks into Cyber Engine. Oh, it does. I probably misread that. Which is great, because honestly, just getting into Cyber Twin or Chimera was just too much at times, especially Cyber Twin. So they're discarding to draw a card. Once per turn, you can target one spellcaster. So once per turn, discard is target for an attack. Okay, so let's be target for an attack. They've already paid for cost. I guess I'll keep, that's fine. Drawing one isn't the end of the world. So I'm going to allow that to go through. That's fine. I mean, that's fine too. Because, I mean, it doesn't even really matter too much because, like, we could just destroy what they have going on, you know? I meant to click the back row. We have MST too, so it's fine. I don't think I'm going to build another Commander 10 is enough for now. No, I totally get that. Like, honestly, I have around 10 Commander decks as well. But I've, like, since the whole pandemic and everything going on, I've mainly been using Tabletop Simulator anyway to play Magic, so there's, like, really no inherent reason for me to, like, you know, build another IRL deck. Who's your favorite commander out of curiosity, by the way? This wouldn't have done anything anyway. We're gaming. Bonk off. Alright, so let's just go for game. And that pretty much shuts them out of the whole battle phase. Like, the entire point of the deck. I love it. So good. Alright, we got one more rank up, so I'm, you know, pretty content with that. I'll probably do, like, one more duel. And then we'll probably pass off the... We'll probably, like, raid over to another Duel Links streamer. And be able to show them some love and support. Because today's stream has been popping. I really do appreciate that. Not only do we get a raid from Silence Code, but we also got a raid, I believe, from somebody earlier in the stream as well. Yeah, Tyrone. That is right. So many, I really do appreciate all the support, guys. I really do. All right, let's get that set up as well here. Ooh, looks like we got Zim in the Discord. Let's go. Our strengths combine into one. Let's go. Oh, we actually open up really good. Like, the consistency with this deck is just so dumb, too. I've been playing Commander in so long and haven't bought anything since the pandemic. Was Cray, followed by Rashmi, and then third place we have to go to Yoriko. Interesting. Yoriko is one I'm more familiar with out of those three, but they're all really good commanders just because they all have, like, different, like, you know, gimmicks and stuff like that. Personally, myself, probably due to the whole Duel Links, you know, background and stuff like that, and just Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, I like a lot of battle-oriented deck and a lot of token decks, too. So, like, my favorite commander probably of all time is Krenko Mob Boss. Playing infinite Gobbies with infinite power of toughness potentials, you know, that sounds like a good time with me. But I'm also a huge fan of, like, you know, the Dragon. I also like landfall decks like, you know, Lord Windgrace. I also built Chu Lane, but not like an absurdly broken Chu Lane. So it's been pretty fun decks. But no, like, I just love building decks and have like a variety of stuff to play, you know. But I would say the Dragon, Krenko's probably my favorite one, followed by like maybe Taste of Karloff. Cheerio, Chulane, let's go. I mean, it's pretty good, like, for real. Chulane it's pretty busted. Like, even just like the color setup is really strong. I love it for that reason and alone. Because, like, you get to have like access to, like, you know, some of the ridiculous white enchantments. You get to have access to the green and blue draw and just gathering and ramping. It's so good. And Chulane is actually a lot of fun. Like, you could just really pop off with Chulane without even really trying or having much of a huge budget. Because Chulane himself does everything the deck wants to, like, everything you want to do. You get to draw, you get to ramp. It's so good. Yeah, we'll also drop that as well. I meant to set Book of Moon, but that's okay, too. I love you too, ATM. I do. I love you as well. I do have an honorable for the original Tail in Karlamax. Ooh, there you go. When you mean the original Teysa, is it not Teysa Karloff, or is it the Scion one? Because I know there's a few different forms of Teysa. Oh, that was a pretty interesting move. You gotta admit, that was a pretty interesting move there. Scion? I kind of thought so. Because I remember, like, Scion of the Dragon was like the original one that had like a much different effect, but the fact like everything dies, like the double triggers on death triggers, is just so good. I loved it. It is such a good, like, it is just such a really good, like, you know, deck to play. And there's a lot of things you could do just like have a lot of value to with it as well. I meant the first one printed, gotcha. Like, I didn't get into Commander until about a year or before the pandemic. So I'm not super familiar with, like, you know, some of the older cards from like before then. But it is kind of good to know, like, you know, I do know there's like multiple different ones for Teysa Karloff, but I just didn't really jump into it much too, you know. All right, let's see. Let us see who's streaming right now. We do have Mood Trapper streaming Duel Links right now. I haven't gave Mood a stream, to raid in a while. So we can definitely drop Mood a raid. He is a really good one. Yo, Jester, welcome. It's good to see you, man. We were actually just about to raid over to Mood Trapper, but how are you doing, man? How was your morning? We'll sit and talk with Jester for a little bit. We'll get the stream ready, the raid ready in a second. And Tyler, dude, thank you so much for dropping in, dude. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're feeling well, my dude, because I know you have been feeling a little bit under the weather, and I just hope you're feeling well a bit, man. My first one was Grave, and as much as I love that deck, I stopped playing it because it got too easy to go infinite with it. And that's the thing.
Tyler and Jester made it we.
Oopsies, thank you for the bun bit. Like with Commander and Magic the Gathering in general, it's pretty ridiculous how consistent you can either go infinite, you know, get infinite mana, deck yourself out and win with alternate win conditions. Like, Magic is one of those games where you can do a lot of crazy shenanigans really quickly and easily. So, like, to me, it's just like a nice little combination of like control, but also some chaos too. I'm good. Looking forward to the raid. Right, let's go. Mood Trapper is. Raid. Right, let's go. Mood Trapper. Ooh, you can hear me. I'm just kidding. Mood Trapper is definitely one of the better dueling streamers. Like, one of the best ones I've seen in a very long time. Really cool streamer. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's gotten cogs many times. And just overall a really cool, inviting person. You guys will definitely enjoy Mood Trapper. All right, before we do raid over, again, I want to thank everybody for the bits. Hopesius, thank you so much for the bits. Casey, thank you so much for the bits. Everybody, Super Puppy, thank you so much for the bits. I greatly appreciate you. Also, Tyrone, thank you so much for the raid. And also, Silence Code, thank you for the raid as well. I greatly appreciate you all. The card itself screams infinite. I'll definitely have to take a look into that. I came at the button in your stream. I'm sorry, Dickens, but if it does make you feel better, we are going to be doing a lot more streams recently because I have a lot more time opened up because I recently quit my job. So that's going to be, we're going to have a lot more streams. Some will be Duel Links, some might be other card games like Shadowverse, some might be, like tomorrow we're going to do Ratchet and Clank, but it's going to be a lot of fun time. We would definitely love to have you here for the ride because again, we even sometimes like do Magic games in, Discord. And I'll throw up the Discord link one more time in case anybody does want to join. But again, I do want to thank everybody here for the stream. It was definitely a bop. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, stay hydrated. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night.